Oh, this is my teacher. This is my teacher.
You're supposed to say, this is Robin.
Oh, this is a new show. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm Robin,
Althea.
and she's my teacher. I just finished my retreat host training through Living Life Limitlessly University. Say that 10 times.
Say it 3 times fast, and let's see if you can say it. Living Life Limitlessly, Living Life Limitlessly, Living Life Limitlessly University.
Listen, living life limitlessly, living life limitlessly, living life limitlessly university. All right.
We're in Asia. We're in Taipei, Taiwan right now.
Yes.
We just left a week in Bali, and this lady right here, she did things I don't think she knew she was going to do when she came to meet me in Bali, but she did them well. She did them with grace. She was phenomenal in those streets. Let me tell you one thing I know she didn't know she was going to do. She dodged scooters, trucks, cars, and people in some of the most crowded streets of Southeast Asia.
At nighttime.
She did it at night, and she did it well.
Yeah, it was a bit much, but yeah, now I can say it's fun because we survived. We lived.
Okay, this lady tried foods that she probably never heard of before. She didn't want to try a lot of things, but she did try some, really liked them, and went to a lot of different restaurants and tried different Balinese seasonings and herbs as well.
Yes, it was really good. And so by me eating plant-based foods, I thought it was going to be more of a challenge than it was, and it was not. It was not. There was an abundance of plant-based options, so that I really appreciate.
And on top of it, they were delicious. Shout out to Sage
Yes,
Restaurant,
Sage Restaurant.
Ubud. If you all go to Ubud, Bali, Indonesia, you must go to Sage, just south of Ubud city center, across from Bali Spirit Hotel. Check them out. Tell them the 2 ladies who are in there every day say hey. I mean, every
Regulars,
day.
right.
Every day. Okay, what else would you say that you're giving yourself a pat on the back for?
Give myself just the endurance. That was a lot that we did to 2 or 3 properties to try and figure out where we're going to have the retreat, and to make sure that we're crossing the T's and dotting the I's at each property so that we can give each property a fair chance to be considered for our Pilates retreat. So yeah, that was a lot.
Because we did actually, I had a meltdown at one of the properties, I won't say which one, and started not to stay. But Robin was so calm about it and was like, yeah, let's look at it through a different lens. And we ended up staying, and it ended up being a nice property.
Because we
it
started
really
looking
was.
through a different lens. Yeah.
We had to look through a different lens. We really couldn't compare the hotels like they were apples to apples. We had to let them be apples, oranges, and cherries, and shine and be sweet and juicy all on their own. I would also say transportation, period. We have been on planes, we've been on trains, we've been in automobiles. We have not been on scooters.
We didn't do a scooter though.
I tried to get her to do a scooter. She didn't want to do a scooter.
We've been on feet.
We've been on feet for sure. And we've been up and down and in and out and all around 2 different countries, 3 different cities. It's been amazing. This one right here, this is my road dog.
Listen,
Adventure
buddy.
Squad.
Come on, listen.
Adventure Squad.
Adventure Squad.
And we
forever.
have been adventuring. We've been walking through doors. Now, I don't think Robin walks through doors the way I walk through doors. I will walk up in anybody's house. I have been in about 3 houses so far, haven't I?
Yes, yes.
Robin was like, I'm not going in. The last house, she was like, I'm not going. But she's been in some houses with me.
Yeah.
How did it feel going into some strange houses?
Strange initially, because I like to respect people's spaces, but then they're so welcoming, that you're not intruding, even though I kind of felt like that initially. But yeah, it was a good experience overall.
And it's so different from our culture. They're welcoming you. They're excited that you're coming to their home and you're learning something about them. Language. How many words from different languages have you picked up on this trip?
I've been practicing. Well, most were the
Balinese and Indonesian.
So I had some Indonesian words too?
Yeah, you got Terima
Oh yeah, Terima kasih.
Terima kasih is Indonesian. Suksma. That's Balinese. Ni hao.
Ni hao was when we got to Taipei City.
Shishi.
Shishi.
For thank you here in Taipei.
So, man, let's just give me maybe 10 phrases. 10 phrases.
And those are 10 phrases she did not know
I did
before she
not.
got on that plane to come here, and probably wouldn't have been just learning in general. So
Correct.
now she's going to go back with that.
Exactly.
When she's at a Thai vegan restaurant, she's going to be doing it, you know, the whole thing.
Yes, and then I'm also going to practice that too, because I'm actually going to create a session for my retreat attendees so that they'll have a working knowledge of those phrases. So y'all get ready.
Because I will say this, I think many times when we as people from North America, from the U.S. travel, we just assume everyone's going to speak English. We want them to speak English, and we don't always make the effort to learn their language the way we expect them to learn ours. So just a heads up, just a note, do that respectfully. No matter where you go, at least learn hello, thank you, goodbye, please. It just those 4 things, I think it would be doing a lot to show respect and courtesy to the country, and it'll make you feel really good when everybody can understand you.
Correct, and when they look at you like, where'd you learn that from? Yeah, it's a good thing to be able to communicate. So we're definitely going to have that. So one of the unique things that we're going to have is a working knowledge of those common phrases. So just like Althea said, we want to be respectful, because it's actually disrespectful if you're coming from another culture and you're immersed in their culture and you're expecting them to communicate in your language. That's not right. So we're going to make sure that we are at least respectful enough that we have. If you don't have 10, then work with 5. Just at least hello, goodbye, and thank you.
Yeah. I think that's about it. Like, we're about to get on a 14-hour flight. We have done all that we can do on this one. I mean, we have been everywhere. We have sweat. We have walked in the rain. We have played Frogger in the streets.
Correct.
We have tried to figure out tokens on the train and just could not get it at first. We have been in airport. We have just been everywhere.
We've been doing some things. Oh, tell them how they can get in touch with you and you need to get in this training. Oh, let me say this. Okay. If you're trying to host a retreat or take your friend somewhere, I'm just saying, you know, we all have those good intentions, and when we see something and we want to do it right. Hire a professional, pay the money. I don't think I wasted, I know I didn't waste not one dime, one penny, one yen. What we spent? Rupiah. Not one rupiah. It was worth it. Well worth it.
We've had so much money, we pulling out the wrong coins.
I was a millionaire.
She was an Indonesian millionaire. I mean, seriously, she was making it rain in the currency exchange place. But I would love for you to come on retreat with me. Learn how to do this for yourself. I am not going to host every retreat. Every client is not mine. A lot of these clients are yours. They're hers. And people want to go on a trip with you. I just want you to do it well. I want you to have fun hosting. I want your guests to feel safe, taken care of, and like they're having the best time of their lives, so they tell everybody else about your retreat, her retreat, not my retreat. If you want to learn how to do it well, hit me up, althearetreats.com or Althea Lawton Thompson on all social media platforms.
Thank you, to stop
Robin.
What? No more
shiggity retreats. Hashtag no more shiggity retreats.
No more shiggity retreats.
They are out here.
They are.
People are out here talking about what they're doing, showing pictures, and then other people are following them to these countries, and it's just not a good experience for anyone. So make sure you do your research on your retreat host. Make sure they know what they're doing. Get some references from other people. This Pilates retreat that's coming up in 2025, I'm telling you now, it's going to be off the chain. Y'all are about to have a fabulous time in Bali because we put in the work.
We did.
Making sure that it's going to be perfect.
Thank you, Althea.
Thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Robin, for trusting me. Peace and light, y'all.
Bye, y'all.